All right, Shalom. First thing and foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hawashai, the double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to hopeful elect, Shalom. Just through the Spirit, just wanted to touch, well, the Spirit wanted to touch on this real quick, going into the accounts, our accounts, all right, because pursuant to Romans 15 and 4, like the scriptures say, things written before time were written for our learning, right? And with that being said, with the different accounts of our forefathers, there's a lot of things that we can take in and through the Spirit apply to ourselves. A lot of things that we can take from our forefathers that can be life lessons that we can apply in today's day and age. All right, because again, going into the title at hand on Lord willing, we're at that number. How our stories will forever be told. All right, they will forever be talked about. Because to this day, we still talk about the great men, Abraham, King David, so on and so forth. To this day, these men are still talked about. These accounts are still talked about. All right, and another thing with our about our forefathers. All right, because you see, for the most part, when it comes to the accounts of our forefathers, we don't get we just get the basically the like the start, the middle, and the ending. We don't really get those intricate details because, again, we read about certain of our forefathers, right, and how they displayed faith. Now, as we know, this is, when it comes to our level of patience, we don't just wake up with patience. The Lord, He puts us through these different things in which we acquire patience. All right. We don't just wake up with faith. The Lord puts us through different things that makes us acquire faith. It's all what do you call it? Character building. And you see, that's the thing with our forefathers. We don't, for the most part, necessarily see those character building traits. Like I said, we don't see the intricate details, and it's just cool because, being that we're living out our lives now, and we're going through our personal, we are going through the intricate details. Now granted, in the kingdom, we're all going to have recollection, that remembrance of who we were and whatnot. But that's just going to add on to the legacy. That's just going to add on to the I'm not going to say story, but again, it's just going to add on to, those men being talked about forever. Starting with Yahweh Shai first and foremost. All right. So real quick, because matter of fact, let me get this real quick because it's cold. It's heavy. I often use this example, and this is pursuant to Revelation 19 and 10, where the John the Revelator, basically bowed down to the angel, and the angel said, "Listen, don't bow down to me. I'm a fellow servant." You see, because the angels being perfect, being what they are, all right. And I'm talking about the angels in the spiritual realm, the saints in the heavens, because we're the saints on earth. We're angels trapped in these bodies, but talking about the saints in the heavens, the spirit, our brothers in the spirit, because that's what the angels are, man. They're our brothers in the spirit. That's why, like I just mentioned, all right, the angel told John, "Don't worship me. I'm your fellow servant, fellow brother, basically, fellow saint." But you see, the thing is, because I always use this example when meditating on this topic, and I might mention it here or there in the video, but I always just think and meditate, like if an angel, if an angel were to come out of the sky right now, right? Like I said, being perfect and majestic and being what they are, right? You know, if an angel would appear in the sky right now, everyone would bow down and reverence this angel and worship this angel. You know, because of course, seeing an angel in its pure form wouldn't be something that this world has never seen before. So, you know, with that being said, your people, they would try to worship the angel like it's a god, like he is God, right? But the angels aren't to be referenced as gods, as a god, the most high. All right. But I just say all that to say, because again, the angels, like the angel told John, don't worship me, man. you know you see, because again, it ain't, people would probably worship the angel like it's a celebrity or something, you see. And the cool part about it is, hey, if anything, hey, the angels, they look at us like celebrities. We're the Lord willing, we're that number, we're the real celebrities, you see. Because one thing about the angels, again, they're perfect. They don't feel what we feel. They don't go through what we go through. They don't experience what we experience. And again, just me being drawn to my thoughts, I always think about, because JB crying out, and JB going through it. Jake is Jake be butt hurt, and sometimes when I'm going through my hell, sometimes I just can't help but to laugh, because I just think because we all have those angels watching over us. They're there, right? And sometimes I just can't help but to laugh, because knowing that the angel's right there, and they're probably looking down like, well, what's he tripping about? I just like to think like, man, angels be thinking like, man, it can't be that bad, because again, they don't feel what we feel. They don't experience what we experience. They don't go through what we go through. So if anything, we're the real celebrities to them. Because again, the Lord be putting his men through things. It's just like, angels be looking like, man, damn, how did he make it through that? So if anything, we're the real celebrities. All right. And see if I can find this real quick. Bear with me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Lord willing, I can find it. Because if anything, hey, in the kingdom, we're going to have charge over the angels. We're going to have that rank and authority over the angels, I don't think this is what I wanted, but I'm going to read it anyways, since I just quoted it. But I'll just read it anyways. 1 Corinthians 6:1. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust, and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you elect Israelite man, it says, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? And this is what we're learning now. All right. What it's like to be, judges, rulers, kings, princes of the Most High, sons of the Most High, judging small matters, and it starts first and foremost with ourselves, controlling our spirits, right? Not letting this flesh get the best of us, right? It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? All right, so you see, like I said, we're gonna have rank and authority over the angels. Hey, that includes Satan, believe it or not. Because that's another thing. I just be thinking to myself, because things happen and we're quick to curse out Satan, damn Satan. But Satan, he's just doing his job. It's not personal. Satan is doing his job, and it's not personal. Because in the kingdom, hey, Satan's gonna work for us. All right, Satan's gonna work for us, man. So even a spiritual demon, Satan, He's going to be on our side. You see? You know, but nevertheless, going back to the topic again, you know, Lord willing, without that number, our story is going to forever be told. All right, because this is going to be like, man, damn, you know, those men, starting with Yahushua first and foremost, they really did that, you know, and all the intricate details. And, you know, let me get this, you know, we're going to be talked about forever, right? Psalm 102 in verse 18. Psalm 102 and 18. This shall be written for the generation to come, and the people which shall be created shall praise the Lord. It's like, I don't think that's what I want. No, that's not what I wanted. What I wanted was the book of Psalm 130, Psalm 139. Psalm 139 and verse 16. It says, thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book. So you see, because hey, in the heavens we all have books. Like I said, just like we read about Jeremiah, Isaiah, and all these men, you know, going to pursue to Hebrews the 11th chapter. You know what some call the what do they call it? The basically the wall of the Hall of Fame, because you know in that chapter it goes into all, you know, a lot of the great men, Moses, Abraham, Jacob. You know, it's a list of all these great men, right? You know, and all these great men that we read about. You see, again, Lord willing, we're at a number. Hey, the Lord has because again, I don't want to use the term story, but because you know these are accounts, these are our accounts, and people are going to be reading about our accounts forever, and they're going to be talking about our accounts forever. So these books, you know, that the Lord has on each and every one of us, you know, these accounts that are going to be talked about forever, they're going to be forever told, man, right? Psalm 130, 39 and 16 again. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. So you see, man, again, you know, we all have these books, so to say. All right, you know, and again, people are going to be reading about, like I said before, you know, we read about the men of old, but we don't see the intricate details on how they got to that point where, you know, ultimately they were victorious in Yahweh Shema Shai. We don't see the intricate details. Well, hey, you know, like I said, we are living our lives, and you know, the intricate details are playing out in our lives. And these are the things that are going to be talked about, because again, hey, those men that stood stiffly, like, man, you know, because I you know, I just picture like in the kingdom when the 2/3 come back, I just picture like there's going to be a lot of Salakias, you know, because you know the 2/3 men are going to come back to that shame, and you know, with their heads down, and it's going to be all good, you know. But nevertheless, like I said, man, there's going to be a lot of Salakias, and man, you know, like, and listen, like I said, hey, it's going to be all good. Don't worry about it, you know, don't worry about it. It's going to be good, you know, because of those men that stood stiffly for Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, and seeing that the reading about those the journey from the time of the Genesis to up to this point, the time of the beginning to to this point that we're at right now, it's gonna be like, damn, man, those men really, man, starting with Yahweh Shai first and foremost, it's gonna be like, damn, man, those men, first and foremost, Yahweh Shai, like, hey, I just imagine like Yahweh Shai, just seeing Yahweh Shai, man, and that in the kingdom, man, it's just gonna be like just in awe, like, man, he really did that. He really did that. He's him, you know, seeing him in the flesh, seeing how he moves, how he operates, and just, you know, just being like a groupie, man, just because, you know, groupie, man, they're just in awe, you know. They're just in awe, you know, checking out every detail. Just, you know, just how does Yahushua move? How does he hit the deepness of his voice? You know, just the little thing, how he smells, just some little things, man. It's just gonna be like, damn, because this is him in the flesh. You know, this is him in real life, real time. You know, and likewise on miniature levels, all right, being miniature Yahushua, so to say, because the scriptures do refer to those men as the saviors. So, you know, those miniature saviors, all right, hey, everyone else is going to be in awe, like, man, you know, there goes one of those men, you know, man, you know, brothers are going to be showing up, man. Those elect men, they're going to be showing up, and this is going to be, you know, this is going to be, you know, everyone's going to be in awe and just, you know, going crazy, you know, because those men, man, they stood stiffly, man. They did that, you know, through the door, of course, the porter, all right, the man himself, you know, through Yahushua. Hey, Yahushua and those men, they're going to be talked about, their accounts are going to be talked about forever, man. You see, so I'm going to get this last one. Because like I said, hey, the men of the Lord, even to the angels, are celebrities, you know. Like the scripture said, I will give thee praise and fame throughout all the land, right? In every place, right? We're going to, you know, get our reputation back, you know, our reputation, you know. It's just, man, I'm going to get this in Malachi chapter 3, verse 16. It says, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. So you see, man, like as I read before, hey, the Lord, he has books, like I've been saying. We read about John the Revelator and, you know, John the Baptist, King David. We read about all these men and how they're still being talked about today. Well, how much more in the kingdom when it all ties together, when it all, you know, comes back full circle. You know, like I said, start from the beginning all the way up to this point. Those men, man, you know, hey, everyone's going to be talking about these men and their accounts forever. You know, the real celebrities, man, you know, those elect men, they're going to be talked about forever and throughout all the generations to come. You know, throughout all generations to come, man. You know, so, hey, you know, with that, hey, you know, Lord, one of this has been edifying. It's been a pleasure to serve Yahweh Shema Shai and to be on the battlefield with you, Akim. All right, and, you know, hey, Lord, one, we all see each other on the chariot. So with that, giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopeful elect. Until the next one.